Hey there, so are you thinking about making a move to Utah, but you're not exactly sure what area, what city, what location is the best place for you to move into? Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you five of the top rated areas in and around the Salt Lake City, Utah area, according to niche.com. And I'm really going to just be walking you through some of the neighborhoods, some of the pros of living in those, and why people are really enjoying living in these top 5 areas here in Salt Lake, and we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Salt Lake City, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, looking to relocate, or looking to buy or sell a home here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week and a month or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Okay, so let's hop right into the top five rated places according to niche.com of where, really the great places are to live if you are planning on moving here to Salt Lake City, what areas, what neighborhoods. And according to niche.com, let's hop right into one of the top 5 cities and neighborhoods that really niche would, recommend as one of the top neighborhoods. So first is Sugar House. Yes, Sugar House is located just on the southeast corner of Salt Lake City, and it really has just a fun, hip vibe to it. There's, you're close to different, you're close to downtown, but you're really close to a lot of shopping, restaurants. It's got just a really nice vibe to it. I know I have helped families sell their homes in that area, and really people who are looking at purchasing that, many of the times people who are looking at purchasing these properties that I was selling are simply, it's close to downtown, so it's close to different jobs that they were, going to or a part of. Number 2, they love the convenience of the shopping, the restaurants that are nearby, and really they loved kind of that just a walkable sort of neighborhood. You see lots of people out and about. You see, there's kids and families, but then you also see there's just a real diversity of Sugar House. So Sugar House is one of those neighborhoods that a lot of people love living in simply because of the convenience to Salt Lake, job opportunities nearby. It's got that diverse population. You're close to restaurants, you're close to shopping, and there's something really for everyone. And then there are good schools that are nearby too that are very walkable. So number 1 is Sugar House. And let me go ahead and just take you through some of the Sugar House areas so you can kind of get a feel of the different style of homes that you can expect to see in Sugar House. Number 2, the second neighborhood that is worth mentioning that is in the Salt Lake area is South Jordan. Yes, South Jordan is conveniently located just a little bit of southwest of Salt Lake City. And South Jordan is another one of those communities, depending on where you are in South Jordan, For example, there is a master plan community in South Jordan that is called Daybreak. I've shot some other videos on Daybreak before. You are welcome to check some of those out before, but I know a lot of people love neighborhoods and areas like Daybreak simply because, number one, shopping location is very convenient. You are 10 minutes from the airport. You are 3 minutes from a Costco. You've got lots of shopping. You've got a Harmon's that's right in Daybreak. You've got just a lot of things that are conveniently located. Number two, something about South Jordan that people really like is it's a very, very active community. You see, it is a lot of these areas are master planned for lots of outdoor activities. For example, Daybreak, you see trails all over the place. There are areas for paddleboarding, stand-up paddleboarding, and kayaking. There are recreation centers within that South Jordan community. There are splash pads. You name it. There are so many different parks. There's pickleball courts. There's basketball courts. Everything is kind of self-contained right in there. So if you are into the outdoors, if you are into a really active lifestyle, South Jordan may be a good fit for you. And again, too, it's very walkable. There are lots of places that are nearby. Schools are nearby too. And something to mention about all of these communities is, going along with the education, are here in Utah, they bus kids to school, and the school bus system is good. It is, you actually will want to send your kids on the school bus and not feel like, oh no, what's going to happen? A lot of people do that, but also there are a lot of opportunities to walk to your neighborhood school or a very quick drive to get that as well. So number two, South Jordan. Let me take you just on a little tour of what you can expect in South Jordan. And here we go. Moving right along, number three, niche.com gives Draper, yes, Draper, Utah, a score of an A. Yes, an A for Draper. And really this rates as one of the top neighborhoods in the Salt Lake area. And simply, there's really a few different reasons, but number one, outdoor recreation. Number two, the school system there are next level. And then really number three, the convenience of where it is located. Draper is just south of Salt Lake City, about 20 minutes, depending on where you are in Draper. Because of where Draper is located, again, it's south, but it is a little bit spread out. So depending if you're up in like the Suncrest area of Draper, it's going to add probably an extra 5-10 minutes to your commute if you are going down to downtown Salt Lake. But if you are more on the north side of Draper, you're looking at 20 minutes to get to Salt Lake, and then the convenience to the airport, all of that. But really, Draper rates very highly simply because of the outdoor activities. Again, it is nestled right up against the mountains. And if you are into hiking, if you're into biking, there are so many outdoor trails that are out there that literally some people are just able to go out, walk out of their front door and are immediately on trails because it is so close in Draper to those mountains. So if that is of something that is interesting to you or of interest to you, then Draper could be a good fit also. Depending on where you're located in Draper too, some of those views that you will have of the city, or even depending on where you're at, of Utah Lake and the surrounding areas, the views there are spectacular simply because it's located a little bit higher up on the mountains, and those views are next level. School systems, like I mentioned about really Sugar House and also South Jordan, but the school district in Draper is rated very high. And a lot of their, their high schools are state champions in basketball and a lot of different things. So Utah's, those Draper schools really are rated very high. And another pull for Draper of why people like living there is, again, the convenience to Salt Lake, convenience to the Silicon Slopes in Lehi, and really having those different job opportunities there. It's close to a lot of things. Now, let me go ahead and I'm going to show you some areas here in Draper. Number 4, scoring very high as a top neighborhood in the surrounding areas of Salt Lake is the city and neighborhood of Holiday. Yes, the neighborhood of Holiday scores very highly in niche.com as well. And this one goes along with, it really is a very picturesque area. You are close to the Cottonwood Heights area and really big and little Cottonwood Canyon. So if you are a skier or a snowboarder and you want to be close to Alta and Brighton and some of those other ski resorts, Solitude, that are up that big and little Cottonwood Canyon, Holiday is a great convenient location for that. You're also conveniently located just south of Salt Lake, and you're really only about 15 minutes away from that. So really that area is very nice. You've got shopping, dining, restaurants, all very close by as well. Schools are rated very highly there too. And some of the lot sizes that you will see, which is a draw for some, you're going to see more mature trees. You're going to see more mature landscaping. You're going to see lot sizes that are a little bit bigger, but you're still really in the heart of that Salt Lake area. So for some, they're like, sign me up for Holiday any day of the week, just because of the maturity and it's it's an older, more established neighborhood, which many really like. Number 5, last but not least, one of the highest rated suburbs according to niche.com in the Salt Lake area is simply Cottonwood Heights. Yes, Cottonwood Heights, niche rates it very high, along with along with Sugar House, along with South Jordan, along with Draper, along with Holiday, and we've got Cottonwood Heights. So Cottonwood Heights is really just on the foothills. You are going to be a little bit east of Salt Lake, but you're really on that foothills bench. So people love living on Cottonwood Heights. Simply, the views are spectacular. Similar to Draper, you really have those mountains in your backdrop, and then you've got the city views in the forefront a lot of times. So some people that are living in Cottonwood Heights, they literally have the mountain right behind them. And again, similar to Holiday, you're very close to Big Cottonwood, Little Cottonwood Heights. You are close to the skiing, the snowboarding, all that's up in that canyon, which is another big draw. Similar to Holiday, you are going to have more of an established neighborhood, more established communities there. You're going to see more mature trees, more mature landscaping. So, and then really where those homes are situated and perched, again, you've got really great views. If you are into the outdoors, you're into the recreation, again, hiking's close by, biking's close by, you've got, but there's more of a terrain there. So it is a little bit hillier than maybe what you're going to see in South Jordan, or even what you're going to see in Sugar House. You've got a little bit flatter land there. Cottonwood Heights, Draper, you're going to see it's going to be a little bit more hilly, a little bit more mountainy, simply because you are situated closer to those foothills. Schools are still rated very highly, still close to restaurants, still close to shops and dining, and job location where it's positioned as well on that east bench. You still are conveniently located just southeast of the Salt Lake City downtown, and then just a little bit southwest of the Cottonwood Heights area is Lehi, the Silicon Slopes. So again, it's a nice location and situation for that. So hopefully this gives you an idea of some of the top rated suburbs here in the Salt Lake City, Utah area, according to niche.com. They have done extensive, if you want to look on there and see some of the other cities, but these ones all rated, were ranked very high. Again, you've got Sugar House, the diversity, the walkability, the closeness to Salt Lake. You've got South Jordan, which really, depending on where you're at there, some of those master plan communities like Daybreak is kind of a one-stop shop, but you're still 3 minutes away from Costco. Very appealing for some. Then you've got places like Draper that you are up higher. You've got some fabulous city views, but literally the mountains are in your backyard, and hiking, biking, all of that is very convenient. If you're looking at holiday, like we talked about before, you're going to see more established, really just neighborhoods and suburbs there. You're going to see more mature trees, but you're still close to Salt Lake. You're still close to the Silicon Slopes. You've got the dining, you've got the restaurants and shops. And then last but not least, really just situated up in that east bench of Salt Lake, you've got Cottonwood Heights. Again, more spectacular views, conveniently located, and you've got Big and Little Cottonwood Canyon almost in your backyard. So really all 5 of these suburbs you can't go wrong with, but really it just depends on what you are looking for. So, hey, we're thinking about moving to one of these cities, but this is what we're really looking for. We want more established neighborhood. We want actually brand new, whatever it is, new home construction, or you don't want the new home construction, or you want to be closer to the city, or you want to be closer to the Silicon Slopes. Tell us some different things that you are looking for, and we can pinpoint areas, neighborhoods, suburbs that may be a fabulous fit for you. And again, if you are thinking about making a move, relocating, or you are looking to buy or sell a home here in Utah, my team and I help people like you all the time. Please feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.